Okay, Allie, I want you to look at the big screen TV here. I'm going to turn it so you can see it better. So that's, I know it's a little blurry. That's Paula Kramer. I don't know who she is. Have you heard before? She was the pink. Yeah. She won the U.S. Open one year. So I want you to look at her legs and your legs. You tell me what's a little bit different. Can you tell? Can you tell the difference in what your legs are doing and what her legs are doing? Uh-huh. They're a little bit more bent. And so what happens is when your legs get too straight, see this line that I put right here on the bottom? See how far this line is behind your heels? Now look at where this line is on her bottom. See where it is for her heel? And this line's a lot further back, so it tells me that your weight is back a little bit. Okay? You come in. So your weight's sitting back, you pull that loop. So it looks like this. If my knees are straight, it pulls me backwards just a little bit. Okay? So what we want to do is make sure that you have a little bit more knee bend and the weight on the balls of your feet. Okay? So you know where your heels are, right? Where's your heel? So that's kind of where your weight is right now. I'm going to show you what that causes. Let's watch your backswing here. Alright, there's you at the top. Let's do Paul at the top. This camera moves a little bit. Sorry about that. So I'm going to stop you guys at the top. Now look at your legs and look at Paula's legs. You see how straight up and down your legs are? They're even straighter now than they were at the beginning, right? So what happens is it pulls your body kind of underneath you. See how her hips are still back here behind her? Because she maintains her knee flex, because she has knee flex, and hers, as she started straight, it pulls your bottom closer to the ball. Okay? Now where your arms are at the top is pretty good. Now let's watch the beginning of the backswing, and I'm going to show you something that's going to help you. Your dad's going to have to help you with this. I want you to watch the beginning of the takeaway. So we're going to work on two things. One's going to be your posture, okay? And two is going to be the first part of the backswing. So we're going to keep it really simple. Now watch Paula's club when she first starts back. Okay, when she takes it back halfway, it's really not halfway. Excuse me. When the club is parallel to the ground, it's pointing at the target. Now I want you to watch where your club goes when your club is parallel to the ground. This is really, really important to the golf swing. And now your club is parallel to the ground. Right? So, can you see it's more around behind you over here? Okay? So we want to try to get that club to where it's moving more up and less around. And what happens is it shuts the club face. You know what closing the club face means? You know what that means? Okay. So I want to keep it simple. But see where the face of the club is right now? It's kind of facing down at the ball. See that position right there? That when it's facing this way or toward the ground, that's closed. So we want to get this toe up. Mr. Pinnick, who was my teacher, probably the very first lesson on the golf swing was trying to get the toe of the club or the face of the club to go up and in front and not around and close. Because when I first started playing golf, guess what I did? I did just what you're doing. I took it inside and closed. Okay, so now watch your club. So it goes more up. See, it goes more higher. Yours goes more around. See it? Okay, and that's part of the reason why your legs straighten out too, is where the club's going. All right, let's watch the downswing. So like your dad said, your tendency is to swing just a little bit outside or over the plane, just a little bit. That club should be actually, watch where Paul's goes. So when I stop it halfway down, your club is coming in up over your shoulder. Hers is coming in underneath your shoulder. If she's swinging the club more underhanded, you're swinging the club a little bit more overhanded. So if I showed you a line, I want you to watch where I put this line.
The posture, that'll fix all of that.
It's going to help it. But I'm going to show you a drill I want you to start doing with her, okay? Right, so we can go back to Allie here just for a second. So see this line I'm drawing, Allie? That would be what we call the ideal path that we want to club swing on. That's what would be considered perfect. So we don't have to be perfect, okay? We just want to improve a little bit, okay? So let's watch Paula's club when it comes down. See, it's underneath that line just a little bit. Now watch yours. See, it's coming in above that line. That's what, when your dad says you're coming over the plane a little bit, that's what he's saying. You're swinging a little bit out to in. So you end up kind of holding the club through versus releasing the club. You don't really allow the club, because if you release it, it's going to go left. Okay? So you kind of hold on to it. So you lose a little bit of power that way too. Alright, now let's look at it from a different angle. I still think if we get your posture a little bit better, because your ball position, your grip is actually a lot better. And I'm going to stop it right here. And we're going to look at Paula's right there, and I want you to look at the difference. So y'all's hands have moved the same amount. Your arms and your hands have moved the same distance as hers. So see the left arm here? Your left arm's about in the same place. Now look at the difference where the club is. So I'm going to draw some lines on the arm and the club. So I want you to, when you get a chance with your dad, I want you to watch this video, and then I'm going to show you a drill. Our goal is going to be to get that club in what Mr. Pinnock used to call the L position. We want the club to toe up and the shaft more up. And where you're going to feel it is in your wrist. We're going to get you to cock that club quicker. So when she gets to her left arm's parallel to the ground, so your left arm is parallel to the ground. See the difference where the club is? See our club's more up? Okay? So if we get the club going more up, tendency is for it to go more under and then down. If it goes more around first, like yours, the tendency is for it to go over. Just hitting the ball a lot more solid though. So watch through the impact position. See your club face? Now you didn't do that every time, okay? But a lot of your shots that kind of went out to the right. Not all of them. Remember the one I said you hit really good? You had a little ball, the ball kind of curved to the left a little bit, sounded really solid. You just pulled it a little bit, but you hit it really solid because you released the club better. See, these are not released; they're just holding it. Watch her arms and her hands. There, she's releasing the club. So if I can get you to do this, it'll be a lot easier to do that. Okay, so we got to really work on that. As far as your head, it's better than it was. It has a little bit of swaying forward, just a little bit. So we're going to work on that too. But the main thing that we're going to work on is posture. That's number one at a dress. We're going to bend our knees a little bit more, okay? Backswing, we're going to get that club to cock more up. And then we're going to work on uncocking the club through or releasing the club, okay? I'm going to show your dad a drill that's going to be really, really helpful for you to feel that, okay? All right, you got any questions? We're going to keep it